This is video D12. 13 is just a review of things that we've done in division so far. So let's just run through the questions. What's the largest remainder you can get when you divide by 9? 8. Because if my remainder was 9, I would have enough to give everybody one more. What's the largest remainder you can get when you divide by 22? 21. Do you see a pattern happening here? It's always going to be one less than what you're dividing by. What's the largest remainder you can get when you divide by 49? Yep, 48. A bus holds 45 kids. 612 kids are going on a trip. I've already done the math work for you right here. How many buses do you need? Well, the problem is, unless you want these 27 kids to be very unhappy and crying, you better get another bus for them. So that would mean I have 13 full buses. There's one bus that has 27 kids on it and some empty seats. So 14 buses. Granny has 34 cups of sugar. She uses 4 cups for a batch of cookies. How many batches can she make? This time, I've got 2 extra cups of sugar here. The problem is that's not enough to make a batch of cookies. So Granny can only make 8 batches. Because you wouldn't want to make cookies that only had half the amount of sugar in them. They wouldn't taste right. Explain how you know that 2,300... Let me start that again. Explain how you know that 234,567 divided by 10 will have a remainder. Well, here's how I know it will have a remainder. Because when I count by 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, the ones place always has a 0. So I know right now this is going to have a remainder of 7 no matter what happens. Explain how you know that this number divided by 2, 234,131, will have a remainder. Well, I know that I have to have an even number when I'm dividing by 2. So I know this is going to have a remainder of 1 because the ones place has a 1 in it. If the ones place would have been a 2, a 4, a 6, an 8, or a 0, then there would not have been a remainder. Explain how you know 234,564 divided by 5 will have a remainder. Well, when I'm doing multiples of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, etc., you can see they all have a 5 or a 0 in the ones place. This has a 4, so I know this one's going to come out as remainder 4. Woo, that's some big money. $3,876,098 spent at the game by 22,652 people. What's the best estimate of how much each person spent? $2, $20, $200, $2,000. Well, in real life, I would say most people know that we can probably get rid of the $2 because that's going to be way too cheap for at a game. But here's what I would want to do. Since it says estimate, I'm going to round both numbers off. And people go, I don't know what to round it to. Round to the highest place. So I got a level 8 base, so that's really 4 million. So I need 6 zeros in there. I'm going to take the 22,000 and round it off. I'm rounding off to the highest place, so I don't want to go to 23,000. I want to take it there, level 2 bully, and that's going to be 20,000. So then I'm going to divide 4 million by 20,000. I can't do that, Mr. Kramer. Yeah, you can. Remember, we took off 1, 2, 3, 4 outside zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros there. And now look what's really left. 400 divided by 2. Well, there's 2 2s and 4. And I got 2 zeros left we haven't done anything with. Oh, so there's my answer. $200. I know people go, that seems expensive. It is when you go to a professional game. Try some box it up. We haven't done it for a while. Box it up means I need to take my division problem and cut it. And since I have a 3-digit number there, I made 3 boxes. The 4's going here, the 7's going here, and the 1's going here, and I'm dividing them by 3. And then the division sort of worked the same way that we've been doing. How many 3's in 4? One of them. 1 times 3 is 3. When I subtract, I get a 1. Bring it up. How many 3's in 17? 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 5. 5 times 3 is 15. When I subtract, I got a 2. Bring it up. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. 7 of them, and it comes out nice and even. No remainder, so my answer is 157. So you try one and box it up. On my boxes, I got 3 digits. 6 on the outside, 475 on the inside. How many 6s and 4s? 0. So I'm bringing that 4 up. How many 6s and 47? I'm going to cheat here a little bit because I know 6 times 5 is 30. And now I'm going to start adding 6s on. 36, that would be 6 of them. 42, that would be 7. Not quite there. Another 6 on, that's 48. Oh, that's too much. So 7 of them for 42. And I got a 5 left over. Bring it up. How many 6s in 55? Well, that was it. 8 of them for 48. Another 6 gives me 54 for 9. There we go. 9 times 6 is 54. When I subtract, there's 1 left over, so that's going to be my remainder. So my answer is really 79, remainder 1. Just try some straight up division here. I think I'm going to rewrite it just to make mine a little bit bigger. 258 divided by 4. No 4s in 2. 6 4s in 25. I'm pretty sure. 4, 8, 6, 12, 16, 14. Let's try that again. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. There we go. Got 1 left when I subtract. Bring down my 8. How many 4s in 18? 4, 8, 12, 16. 4 of them. 4 times 4 is 16. Nothing else to bring down. So that's going to be my remainder. 64, remainder 2. But you try one with a 5 in it. I know you guys like dividing by 5s. No 5s in 3. 5s in 36. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 7 of them. Got a 1 left. Bring down my 9. How many 5s in 19? 5, 10, 15. 73, remainder 4. Try out a little bit bigger problem. 467 divided by 10. How many 10s in 4? That would be 0. 10s in 46. 10, 20, 30, 40. 4 of them. Subtract, I got a 6. Bring down my 7. How many 10s in 67 would be 6? Which is 60. 46, remainder 7. Let you try this one out with the 11s. Remember, 11s are nice. Just write the other number twice. 11s in 6 would be 0. 11s in 62 would be 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 5. 55. 7 left over. Bring down my 3. 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66 for 6. Subtract, I got 7 left over. 56, remainder 7. Let's go to some bigger numbers. 625 divided by 29. Well, there are no 29s in 6. And I got 62. So let's see. 29 plus 29. It's 58 for 2. I think that's close enough to 62 that this is going to work. Because 3 29s would be a lot more. Got 4 left over. Bring down the 5. How many 29s and 45? 1. When I subtract, I end up with 16. 21, remainder 16. Can I have a remainder that big? Yeah, because I'm dividing by 29. Whoa. 9,169 262 divided by 89. Sometimes when you're dividing by bigger numbers, though, it really makes it easier. There are no 89s in 9. How many 89s in 91? Well, that's just going to be 1. When I subtract, I've got 2 left over. Bring down my 6. How many 89s in 26? None. So 0 times 89 is 0. Bring down my 2. How many 89s in 262? Alright, now we're getting interesting. 89 plus 89. 178 for 2. Yeah, there may be a third one. Let's try it out. 17. 6. 267. Oh, just a little too much. So we're going right there with 2 of them for 178. I'm going to have to do some subtracting. Minus 8 is 4. 5 minus 7, got to borrow again. 15 minus 7 is 8. Remainder 84. It's probably the biggest remainder we've had so far. 102, remainder 84. Last one, you try it out. 167 divided by 37. You know what? I'm going to try this as a box it up. I just want to see if it will work that way. So if I got 37 on the outside, 5, 6, 7. So let's see. How many 37s in 5? 0. Bring my 5 up. How many 37s in 56? 137. Let's see what 2 37s is. 74. That's too much, so it must just be 1. When I subtract, I'm at 19. Bring it up. I got 197 over there, so I need to keep going. 37. Give me 111 for 3. Try and get to 197. Keep going. 148 for 4. Keep going. 185 for 5. That's probably going to do it. 185. And when I subtract, I got 12 left over. So my answer is 15. Remainder 12. So box it up does work also when we're doing the 2-digit divisors.